This is the Left Hook Boxing Show, and a few episodes back I promised y'all that I was going to write a short story and I was going to read it on air, and I'm prepared to do that right now. So without any further ado, the short story by Rousey, take one. Jake Roberts was walking home from school. It was his first day at the new school. His parents had been forced to sell their house in the suburbs and move to an apartment on the south side of town. As Jake walked home alone, he could hear voices behind him and footsteps. He looked back. There were 3 boys, and they looked like trouble. One of the boys yelled out to Jake, "Hey, punk! What are you doing on my street?" Jake didn't answer back. He just walked faster. But again the boy called out, "Hey, I'm talking to you, punk!" Jake just continued to walk faster, but he heard them running after him, and he looked back, and he started running himself, trying to avoid the inevitable. And he ran, and he ran. Jake was fast, but he wasn't fast enough, and the boys caught up with him, and they tackled him underneath a bridge about a quarter mile from his house. And the boys started punishing Jake, hitting him, and kicking him, all 3 of them taking their turns. And Jake covered himself, hoping to avoid serious injury. But, like an angel from heaven, a voice called out from under the bridge, "Hey! Leave that boy alone!" The boy stopped momentarily and looked over to where the voice was coming from, and it was a man. A man in his mid-40s, and he was in a sleeping bag underneath a bridge, and there were beer bottles scattered around the sleeping bag. The man stood up, and the boys looked at the man and started laughing. What are you trying to say, old man? Why don't you get back in your bag and let us go about our business? But the man continued to get out of his bag, and he moved forward, approaching the boys. The leader of the pack, Larry, told one of his friends, Billy, "Hey, Billy, go stuff this old man back in his bag." So Billy was game for the task, and he ran towards the old man and took a swing. The man did not put up his defenses. He just dodged the blow, and then came in with a straight right hand, hitting the boy right in the nose. And the boy, "Oh my God, I think he broke my nose! He broke my nose!" And the boy's nose was bleeding, and he walked back. And Larry said, "Alex, do what Billy couldn't do. Take care of this dude." So Alex went forward, and he swung, and he missed. All right, and he missed. And again, the man, a straight right hand, hit the boy right in the mouth. And again, the boy, "Oh my God, he knocked my tooth out. Larry, he knocked my tooth out. He knocked my tooth out." Larry looked at the boys and realized that he was going to have to handle matters himself. Larry knew some jiu-jitsu, so he went towards the man and took a kick. Again, the kick missed. And he tried to swing, and he missed again. And the man gave an uppercut to Larry right in the gut. Woo! It hit Larry, and he bowled over. And then the man finished the boy off with a left hook, which sent the boy on his back. And he quickly got up. He was injured, but not so bad that he couldn't get up. And he gathered his friends, and they ran off. The old man helped Jake up. And Jake said, "Man, where'd you learn to fight like that, and what's your name?" The man looked at Jake and said, "I learned to fight like that on the streets, boy. And it's for my name. My name is Lefty. Lefty Hook." The end. The end of the story, but we're not done here, folks. We've got bonus coverage, and that bonus coverage is coming at you right now. I also promised you something about Muhammad Ali, and I'm going to give that to you right now. I've got this book, bought it a little while back. It's called Ali Rap, and in there they have a nice little thing on a conversation that took place between Muhammad Ali and Reggie Jackson. And if anybody doesn't know Reggie Jackson, he used to be a baseball player, and he hit a lot of home runs. He played for the Oakland Athletics, and he was prominent with the New York Yankees for a while there. And he also played, I think, a year for the Baltimore Orioles. But here's the conversation that took place between Muhammad Ali and Reggie Jackson. And Muhammad Ali was always known as the people's champion. And after I read this, you'll know why. This is Muhammad Ali talking to Reggie Jackson. He says, "Listen, bro, who do you think you are? If you can't find some time to sign your name for the little guys, you don't deserve to be called great. He and thousands of others like him have made you what you are today. If it hadn't been for him and those other thousands, you probably couldn't even afford to pick up the check for this dinner." So that's Muhammad Ali talking to Reggie Jackson. And that's one of the reasons why Muhammad Ali was the people's champ, and people loved him because he loved the people. I hope you enjoyed the show. For now, this is Rousey. I'm out.